Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be doing a little questionnaire just to break things up a bit. So we've put a message on our Instagrams just in relation to any fitness or competition and workout questions. So we've picked out 5 each. So I'm going to ask Naomi 5 questions. She's going to ask me 5 and then we're going to answer them obviously. Just to give you an update on Summer Shredding episode 6, it is on the way. Just bear with me please. It's going to probably be dropping next week. We've been so busy with our schedule, but it's going to incorporate a full posing routine just to update you on that and the physique itself. Some updates on the food plan and obviously what sort of cardio schedule I've got at the moment. So yeah, looking forward to showing you guys this, but we'll crack on with the questionnaire now. So let's go.
So Billy's first question is, how do I reduce my belly fat?
Always a good question. I get asked this very, very frequently. So just so you know, you can't target specific fat groups on your body. You haven't got this. You have just got a flat body fat percentage. So you have to reduce your overall body fat percentage to be able to do this. And obviously it's finding the right workout routine for you and eating the right foods. So they go hand in hand together. You can't just rely on one of these. So just check your meats, what you're eating, preferably white fish, steak, turkey mince. That will help straight away already. And then just check out and see what you're training at the gym. So cardio wise obviously is going to help. So that's probably, to keep it short, the best sort of advice I can give at the moment. Naomi's first question: how do you fit in training and having children and full-time work? It's a tough one.
Well, you have to be organised to start with, and you need to figure out a routine that works for you and your family in and around work. Luckily, I've got Billy's support, so that does help. I try to do my cardio in the morning. I mean, I'm not great at getting out of bed when I'm tired from prep as it is, but I need to start doing my cardio in the morning because I can't fit it in the evening. There's just not enough time. Prep your food in advance, so that's all done, so you don't have to worry about cooking every night. So I would go with organisation, finding a routine that works for you, and meal prepping. That's probably my biggest advice. Make sure that's there and ready to go, because if not, you're just going to raid the cupboards for foods that aren't on your plan. I'm smiling because that has happened. Okay, so question number 2. When and how did you first get into working out?
Yeah, tough one really. To keep it short, I was such a skinny guy, like in my early teens and late teens, like super, super skinny, and it got me down, blah, 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 blah. And I wanted to just put on a little bit more size and just look after my body and just shape it. So I just got a set of dumbbells and started training biceps like 5 times a week in my bedroom, and then obviously progressed into doing press ups, sit ups, and pull ups in my bedroom. So I did that probably consistently for about 2 years, and then when I was 20, I first went into a gym and then started working out, started to learn a bit more properly on how working out works, and obviously incorporating legs as well. So that's literally how I started, and it's because I was just so skinny and I wasn't comfortable with what I looked like, and I wanted to change that. So question number 2, what is the most difficult part of your prep?
I would say sticking to the food plan. I like food and I like flavours and I really like chocolate. So just having that all gone is pretty difficult. But I suppose you need to outweigh, what do you want more? Do you want the physique that you're aiming for and being able to step on stage? Or do you want the chocolate and the muffins? I mean, of course I want that, but I just want to focus mainly on getting on stage, seeing if I like it, and then after that assess whether I'm going to do it again or enjoy my foods, basically. Okay, so Billy's next question is, what is your warm-up routine?
So this one actually came from a good friend of mine, James Don. So I'll give you a little shout out, James. Thanks for the question. So my warm-up routine, it depends on what I'm training that day. I'll be so honest here because I'm guilty as charged. I hardly warm up, and this is terrible, but it's due to how busy we are. We'd like to just get in the gym and get it done because we've got so much to do after. But when I can, I will start with a few stretches, especially before training legs. I will stretch my hamstrings, stretch my quads, my calves, everything there for at least 10 to 15 minutes, just to avoid any injuries. But other than that, I know it's stupid and I just don't warm up much, but I will start on a lot lighter weight, obviously the first few sets, working sets, and then I will increase it. So I recommend before any workout you do, definitely see if you can just fit in 10 to 15 minutes stretching, whether it's top body or bottom body.
Dynamic stretching.
Yeah.
You're supposed to do a heart raiser and dynamic stretches before you work out, and then more passive stretches at the end of your workout. But yeah, we're not the best at actually warming up properly. No. But I suppose like when you're squatting, just doing squats, and we do occasionally do some like kicking of the legs and stuff. Okay, right, I've lost where we're at. So it's me.
I need to ask you question 3, right? So question number 3 for Naomi. Do you think you will compete this year?
That all depends on what my body is doing. So long story cut short is I haven't actually been on a calorie surplus much in my life. So I've done that now, but now I think I've gone back into a cut. My body's not dropping the body fat as quickly as what it should be. So we're already thinking of postponing the September show to November, as you already know from my channel. If things don't start moving a little bit quicker, bearing in mind I'm like 11 weeks out, then we probably will just go back to pushing up the food again, getting that nice and high, and then cutting it down for next year. Ideally, I don't want to do that because I feel like I've come so far already, and then having to go back to eating food with not achieving my goal to then doing the whole process again, that I don't really want to do. But again, I'm in no rush. If I have to compete next year, I have to compete next year. But I am going to make it my goal to get on that stage at some point in my life. So yeah. Question number 4. YouTube is a time-consuming and difficult platform, as we've experienced. How do you fit this in?
This is a tough question. YouTube is super time-consuming, as we've discovered. It is a very difficult platform as well. So, in all honesty, we fit this in as and when, and sometimes we have got some very late nights just finishing stuff off for YouTube. As some of you might be aware, obviously we work full-time jobs. We're in competition prep. We've got 2 children in the house as well. So we've just got to fit it in as and when. But typically, obviously, the weekends are the best for us. So we try and get all of the filming done then, most of the editing as well. And then during the week, we'll try polish off some editing as well. So that's pretty much how we try and fit it in. But yeah, it's definitely a slog, but we are enjoying the process. I'm loving it, but it is super hard work. But if you haven't started a channel yet and you're thinking of doing it, do it. You won't regret it.
Very well answered. I'm just going to add to that. I think as well, because we've got like some long-term goals set, which I'm not going to go into, but we're going to work hard and put in the work now, and then hopefully the results will pay off later in life. So yeah, that's what we plan to do. Do the grind and then reap the benefits. I don't know if that's a saying, I just made that up.
Reap the benefits. Yeah, I do that. Question number 4 for Naomi. How do you find both of you being on prep together?
I feel like I want you to answer this one.
I'll add to it at the end.
Okay. So I think we're doing fine at the moment. I think because Billy's done this so many times, he's just used to the process, and he's a very chill guy. So he just goes with the flow. He's a little bit tired at sometimes, and sometimes can be a little bit grumpy,
moody,
but not too moody. But I then need to take that as that he's on prep, not he's moody with me. I always feel like I've done something wrong. I'm like, what have I done? But no, it's just understanding and probably communicating with each other about these things, because if you don't, then you are just going to build up some sort of reality,
some pressure
in your head, and yeah. But other than just being tired and not really being as cuddly as we once were, I think we're doing okay. We've not really had many arguments, probably not really any. When we get closer to stage time, that might be a different story. But again, it's nothing like, we don't really argue or fall out anyway. It's just kind of just trying to support one another as best as we can whilst trying to achieve our own goals. Do you have anything else to add?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
No, I was just going to say, like Naomi said, it is all about communication and realising that you're both going through a prep. So I think not taking things to heart too much, that's a big one. I think just sort of sit back, relax a bit. I'll be very honest, yeah, there have been times where I've been a little bit grumpy or moody, or we both have, and that's expected. Like, you're on lower calories, you're training pretty much every single day, well, 5 to 6 times a week at least, and cardio on top of that, and then work and whatnot. So it is really, really tough, but the main aspect is communication and knowing that you're both going through prep. So you have to take that into account. If you're thinking of doing this with your partner, just communicate. That is the best way of avoiding any pressure within the relationship. And then obviously, I think, to be honest, Naomi said once you get closer to show day, things might get a little bit more tense, but I'm actually going to say it's probably going to be the other way around, because of the adrenaline kicking in from show coming up closer. You're just going to be supporting each other even more, because the end goal, like that finish line, is just there. It's just around the corner. So you're going to push each other to get over that hurdle and finish the job.
Thank you for that motivational speech. Okay, right. So we're now back on to Billy. So his next question, his last question is, if you could eat anything in the world right now, this very minute, what would it be? Shall I see if I can answer that?
Go on then.
I think he would have a pizza.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have pizza, definitely. I love pizza, like one of my favourite things. Simple, you know, you've got your bread, you've got your cheese, you've got your toppings. What more do you need? But right now, this very minute, if I could eat anything, I'd probably have a cheesecake. I love cheesecake. Yeah, so anything like that or a pizza would be the best. But I know I'm on prep and we're not going to be doing that. So I'm going to really look forward to my 2% turkey mince with potato chunks.
Yummy.
Yum. Question number 5, Naomi. Final question. Do you do online coaching?
I just feel like going, you know, the thing that drops the line. That's the end, bitch.
Please don't.
I won't. In a quick answer, yes, I do. However, I'm not advertising at the moment just because I'm super busy with YouTube, with training, with prep, with children, with work. This is something I'm going to pick up again once I finish my prep, because I do like to put 100% into my clients and give them the time that they deserve. So if you do want to do online coaching or interested in more information, then I do have an Instagram page. It's in my bio, so just go give me a follow and then you'll see when I'm taking on clients again.
Very well answered, I must say. Yeah. So that will conclude our questionnaire. Please let us know what you think. This, like I say, this is the first one that we've done. I hope you liked it. Drop us any comments or anything like that. And once again, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate every single one of you that have followed or subscribed and watched our content. And if you don't mind, if you do like this sort of content, and then obviously our workout stuff and prep stuff, please do give us a like and a little subscribe as well. It would mean the world to us. We're still brand new on YouTube and we are loving it, really, really enjoying it. If it wasn't for you guys, to be honest, we probably obviously wouldn't be making this content. So thanks so much.